tonight.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl and came really within 1/4 of winning it. But since that time, he said,
there he goes, right side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 34 yards there and a first down. Goff. And his throw is incomplete. George Pickens, his intended receiver there. And that'll bring up second down. You look at this Niner defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to get it back here just past the 35. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they'll be led out by their 6-year quarterback.
Every time he leads his team out, there's no questioning. He's put the work in to earn his place in the NFL. There's no shortage of stories we've heard throughout his career about the effort he puts in to be in this spot. And that motivates everybody on his team.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. Inside the 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Purdy now to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The Niners at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 12 carries, 61 yards.
And I know that last week's game is over, but this feels almost like a continuation of what he did in the previous game. It's almost as if in his mind he knitted together the 2 weeks with no break. He's off to a nice start here.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Goff. And the Niners get there and bring him down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start... Thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Taking a shot for Samuel. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A handoff left, McCaffrey. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 2nd and 3 from the 9. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense.
And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd and 7. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Play action. It's Goff. It's brought in by Harris. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down.
A good position to be in here. 2nd and inches.
To throw is Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. Gone. And he's got it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
2nd and 1 from the 2.
Harris running straight ahead, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And we are tied at 14. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
That is caught. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He had the the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. On first down, it's Purdy. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively at second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Purdy. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Got a man. That's Ayuk.
And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fights loose. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw. And it's a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is now 21-14. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10
at their own 28-yard line.
He'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
They go play action here. Purdy. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
72 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Alex Highsmith there on the tackle.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have the Niners first down. They needed 3. They got 6. Plenty enough for the conversion on 4th.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
2nd down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
McCaffrey is in. Touchdown, 49ers. So he's had a nose for the end zone here in the early part of this season. 2 touchdowns for him now in this one to go along with the one he had in the opener as well.
Yeah, he certainly finds where the goal line is and finds a way to get across it. But you know who else senses it? The guys that block for him. Because he has that instinct, I think they hold the blocks just a little bit longer.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Goff.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Slot man moves right.
And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Now Samuel.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 113 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
On 1st down, Woodward.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Debo going in motion left. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw, Purdy.
Hard throw, incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line.
Now Goff on 1st down.
That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Goff. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down. Back to throw, Goff. He gets it complete to Harris. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 5.
Again, Goff.
Finding Harris on back-to-back plays.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now a first down throw. Goff.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it 2nd down. Goff now to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Purdy bootlegging it. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Goff.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. One last throw here for Goff. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
Deontay Johnson
From 19 yards away.
And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Aubrey now for the PAT.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. That time a 6-play drive.
And in the end, it was Deontay Johnson's touchdown catch to cap the drive. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. last kickoff, just a mere formality, obviously, Charles, wrapping up a game that they should be very happy about in which they got the win.
Yeah, I thought they were clearly the better team by the end, and they earned this one with a terrific game plan and consistent effort.